Dad's shop needs help. Yep, my shop is a mess. I need to fix this. I've got way too much stuff, way too much wood, way too many tools. I need to organize. So just the process of organizing means I pull out stuff and I set stuff on counters and I'm trying to sort and I'm trying to put wood with wood and like with like. Oh, what a mess. And I've got such a great system in here. I've got shelves for everything. I've got it all set up. Oh, I feel like my shop is a disaster. How many of you guys can relate to this? I've got my specialty tool chest down here and another tool chest of tools that need to be renovated. I've got my wood stove over here, which I'm afraid to use because I've just got so much duff and sawdust and things in here, but I did clean it up. That was a start. So step number one, I need to renovate my deck. I got a deck out back here and I built this wall. I built that wall. That's the whole wall with those windows in there. Got to figure out this wall, but I love having all the light and I love having the openness. But when it rains, it'll get all wet and rain is coming. I think I need to do a temporary tarp or something to keep it dry while I'm working on it out here. One of my jobs for today. I love this space, but I get overwhelmed. I just do too many things at once. I get sidetracked. How many of you guys get sidetracked? Look at how beautiful that wood is. What should I make out of that? So I see the potential of a narrow, maybe 24-inch wood shed with a roof over here and sliding doors. I can walk along here to get to it. And on this side of the shop, I've got a bigger area where I want to make yet another wood shed. And I think I can come out about 4 feet there, and it'll allow me from taller spots, and I can sort by species. And once again, I think I'll just have a single door on this side. Maybe I should make it 6 foot wide. That way I can have 2 rows of wood and I can go down the middle. So much to think about. What happens if one of these trees dies? Oh, what a mess. What a mess. This one is weeping pitch really badly. Look at this. It's like a pitch icicle. And those trees over there, the one on the right has died, and this one is dying. Oh my God, what a job this will be. I mean, look at the awesome view I've got in this back part of my shop. Put this window in here. Look at that. I can look down to the valley. I can look out at the trees. Got a big meadow over there. This is my dirty shop. This is my dirty part of the shop. That's what I'm planning on doing here. I've got a gap along the bottom here. And my idea here is I want to put pieces of wood that are hinged. They'll lift up. And I can lift everything up and blow all the sawdust out of here. This wall right here, the sun comes up over here. It goes that way. So that's really an important wall to have light coming in. So I'm not quite sure how to do it. I need to maintain a doorway right here because I got a stairway down this way. You know, so many ideas. You know, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this. I'm trying to salvage everything. Both of those windows were salvaged. But, yeah. So this is the dirty part of my shop. This is the area where I want to run the bandsaws and the planer and the chop saw and the joiner and my other bandsaw. I want everything to be easy to roll away. This corner over here, which has got a bunch of wood in it right now, is I think I'm going to have a little workbench over on this side for real messy stuff, like the chip carving and the tools I have. I think I'll have a spot over here for my shaving horse. And when I make a big mess out here and have chips and sawdust and everything everywhere, I can run chainsaws out here. I can do everything. And I just get the blower out and blow it away. That's my dream anyway. Rain is coming, so I put up this temporary tarp on this wall that's open. It won't deflect everything, but this deck has always been used to getting wet. But now I'm starting to bring tools out here, and I covered them up because I know it's going to get damp out here. The fog comes through. I got a lot of work to do. So once I get the dirty stuff out there and I move some of the machines around, then I can incorporate my dust collection system to the ones that are going to be stationary in here. And as soon as I get all the wood moved, and as soon as I get everything a place for a place and everything in its place, I think I might have a shop again. Problem is I just keep working out here even with it being a mess. I don't know. Like Christmas presents. I got to make more Christmas presents. We're supposed to have a pretty good storm coming. It looks like altogether 6 or 8 inches of rain is coming. So water comes down this driveway and floods this area really bad. So every year I've got to do a runoff ditch all the way up and around so the water flows up and around the buildings. I got that done. And I've got my wood stack ready to go. I just filled this up today. I've got a bucket of small bits. I've got another thing of kindling. I had some real dry kindling over here. We got some big pieces for the big stove. And that'll last me about 3 weeks. And that's the wood pile I still need to split and get it all covered up. I don't have time today. Generator's all fueled up, started up, make sure it's working good. So we don't have any snow in the forecast, but the rain, that can be pretty devastating too. You know, we have a lot of landslides happen up here every year, and the landslides close off roads, and when that happens, you're either stuck for a while or you got to find alternate ways out. And there's been a few times that we couldn't get out of here. You know, all the roads were closed. So all it takes is one tree to go down and take out a power line, and we're on our own. Get ready. You know, I consider myself a bit of a connoisseur of firewood because being in the business, I have all the different species that grow in my area at my disposal. I know which woods get a fire started really easy, and I also know which woods burn for a long time. So I got a piece of eucalyptus on here. I have to stoke this fire probably 4 times a day. If I stoke it with a nice piece of eucalyptus before I go to bed, then I come in here in the morning and there's still a great big glowing coal, and I can get it going again. And I always keep a kettle on the stove. I can use it for hot water when I need it, but it also brings some humidity in the air. So winter is upon us, folks. Get ready. It's starting to rain right now. Whew. Mountain living, you gotta love it. It's a blessing and a curse. You know, the blessings far outweigh any negatives about living up here. I feel very, very blessed, and I feel like I'm a lucky guy. But I also recognize that it takes a hardworking, special kind of person to tolerate this kind of lifestyle. But I ain't no city boy, I'll tell you that. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the comments you guys give. And, you know, if you're a subscriber, I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, it doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead and do it. Just hit that subscribe. Hit the like button, too. You know the game. It's all about, you know, building the algorithm so that YouTube pays attention to you and more people get to see you. And, you know, I'll play the game.